We've probably got one of the hardest working comedians in the industry today joining us. Ahmed is one of the stars of TBS's Sullivan Sons, and his directorial debut, Just Like Us, just premiered on Showtime. Well, this weekend he'll be at Yuk Yuks for a series of shows, including tonight's, which is also a fundraiser for the Arab Art and Culture Society, and excited to have Ahmed in studio today. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
I've been going both ways.
Yes, we were talking about that before.
Getting the guttural thing going.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, welcome to Calgary.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know you've been here before. You had a Stampede experience.
I have. I was here for the Stampede a few years back, and quite the experience, quite the cowboy experience.
Your impressions?
I didn't think Canadians were that
fun.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I just didn't realize that Canada had such a rodeo presence and scene. So it was nice to see all the different people coming together from all over.
Absolutely.
And flood into Calgary for your Stampede. It was really fun.
Did you dress up for the party?
I did not. I wore a cowboy hat one time.
Yeah.
But
that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I didn't dress up as a cowboy because I didn't feel like I was a cowboy. So
you just got to own it.
Well, it's intimidating too because like it's like a professional scene here. It's not like you guys take it very seriously.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of urban cowboys around these parts, though. You don't have to be a real cowboy. Anyway, you're welcome to come back anytime, but you are here this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about your start in comedy. Like, what did your parents think when you first started in stand-up?
Well, you know, I'm from Egypt, and so in the Arab culture, and specifically the Egyptian culture, if you're not you know, studying to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, you're a loser, basically. So they weren't really happy when I first started out. But then I started getting some success, and I got on Comedy Central and did a few movies and stuff. And then, you know, suddenly my parents were like, "That's our son. We're so proud."
Was there a moment where you were like, "No, this is my real job, and I've made it," and your parents acknowledged that?
Yeah, I did a film years ago called Executive Decision.
Yes.
And I played terrorist number 4.
Ah.
Because I wasn't good enough.
There's 3 others.
Well, I wasn't good enough for 1, 2, and 3. Which is funny because I ended up hiring a Pakistani, a Samoan, and a Mexican guy to play the number 1, 2, and 3. But my parents, thank you, the camera guy's laughing.
Yeah, you got a round of applause from Aaron.
When my parents were sitting in the theater and they saw me on the big screen, then they were like, "Okay, he's arrived."
Right.
But then I quit acting at one point because I was getting stereotyped to play all these terrorist parts. And so when I got into stand-up comedy, my parents were like, "Oh, you know, you just got the acting thing down.
Right.
Why are you trying to, you know?" And I just wanted a voice, and so that's why I went into stand-up. But it's not easy being, you know, raised with the name Ahmed, Egyptian Muslim in Hollywood, because they don't have parts for us, basically.
Right.
So I just kind of had to write my own ticket, and it's been a great journey. I get to travel all over the world and talk about my experiences and share it with, you know, people, and laughter is the best medicine.
Totally. Do you find that those are the roles that typically come across your desk? Because you are in the acting world still.
Yeah, I mean, most of the parts that I've played in the last 20+ years were either like the terrorist, the cab driver, or like the sleazy Arab prince who's trying to recruit the white woman as her slave or whatever, as his slave.
Very original storylines.
That never happens.
Right.
But recently I was cast in this TBS show called Sullivan Son, that Vince Vaughn is the executive producer of, and Peter Billingsley and Rob Long, who did Cheers, and Steve Byrne is the star of the show, and he's Asian and Caucasian, which makes him Caucasian.
Right.
And nothing from the camera guy, nothing?
He's getting it. He thinks he has to be quiet, that's the thing.
And so the show takes place in Pittsburgh in a bar, much like Cheers, and I play a tow truck driver named Ahmed. Yes. Coincidentally. But I'm just a regular guy. Like, I'm a guy who just hangs out with his friends, and, you know, I don't really have much going on in my life, and it's a funny show. We just got renewed for another season, so we'll be back in June. Awesome. And it's been fun. You know, Hollywood is one of those places where you can really write your own ticket if you do it the right way. Totally. And if you have good friends and network around you, anything's possible. Yeah, and quite a step up from terrorist number 4. Thank God for that. Right. All right. Well, people can see you this weekend. A pleasure to spend some time with you. Thanks. This morning. You'll be at Yuk Yuks tonight through to Sunday. There's a fundraiser taking place tonight. Make sure to go check out Ahmed. How'd I do? Yeah, better than most.
All right. I'll take it.